Beauty YouTuber Jaclyn Hill started 2019 with fresh controversy when she exchanged tweets with her ex-husband's new girlfriend. Here's how it all went down. Before we get into the main drama, we have to go back to January 4th. Jaclyn posted these tweets addressing her divorce and her relationship with her new boyfriend. This is getting so old and corny. Just because I'm dating a guy that used to work at the studio with John does not mean I cheated. You will find any way to try to make me look like a bad person, if you only knew the truth. Honestly, I've kept my mouth shut for so long about my divorce because it's no one's damn business. But calling me a cheater cannot be further from the truth, and it's hurtful. You've got the wrong one. When people saw these tweets, they assumed she was saying that John, her ex-husband, was the one who cheated in their marriage, not her. Fans went wild speculating on what Jaclyn meant by her tweets, and John had to release a statement on Instagram addressing the situation. Contrary to what's being speculated about me, I'm not a cheater and never have been. In regards of my ex-wife's tweets, I didn't want to have to even reply to this, but after drama vids and messages of people accusing me of now being cheater, I had to defend myself. I've come clean with my past mistakes and cheating was never one of them. I could go in depth of what actually happened, but I have no desire to rehash old drama into this year. I'd rather look forward and be the best me for my girlfriend, music, fam, and friends. He also replied to a comment on his post. How do you know the post was directed at you, John? It's not about if it was directed at me or not. This is a response to everyone now questioning my integrity. The "if you only knew the truth" comment didn't help as well. Around the same time, John's new girlfriend, Ashlyn Van Horn, was talking about starting her own YouTube channel, posting about it on her Instagram story. Then, on January 7th, Jaclyn replied to a fan's comment on one of her Instagram posts asking if she thought it was weird that all of John's girlfriends were starting their own YouTube channels. It's definitely a little weird. If my boyfriend decided to become a drummer, I would not like that. But also, who cares, lol. Ashlyn apparently saw the Instagram comment because she made a post to her Instagram story directing her followers to her Twitter account. Here are some of her tweets. Yo, if you think it's a little weird that I'm starting a YouTube, I think it's a little weird that you slept with your ex-husband's best friend. Out of all the questions, she wanted to answer that one. She may have her followers fooled about the kind of person she is, but not me. I will keep it real 100% of the time. I don't care who likes it or not. The list goes on for days. It's like, hey, you want to be that bitch or this bitch? Either way, you can take a seat, baby girl, because you did nothing but bring out the real bitch in me. Never once said anything negative about her. I kept it cute, but hey, if she wants to share her opinion online, I will too. She also replied to a fan who was worried the drama would stop her from making YouTube videos. Girl, I'm so pumped now. LOL, this literally gave me so much more drive. I can't wait to upload. Jaclyn replied to Ashlyn's first tweet with this. John is the biggest liar I have ever known. The fact that he says they were best friends is pathetic. I hope you could see his lie sooner than I did. You just met him 2 months ago. I was with him for 10 years. Just ask to see the text that he sent me about you 4 nights ago. After this tweet, people started accusing Ashlyn of starting drama for fame. Ashlyn responded, my response wasn't for followers, wasn't for but to state the obvious fact that she is a liar and a shady person. I've been nothing but respectful, avoiding comments about her, minding my own business, but she crossed the line and tried to the wrong bit. Just to clarify, I didn't start any of this I just came to finish it. Jaclyn deleted her tweet soon after she posted it. Ashlyn called out Jaclyn regardless. At Jaclyn Hill, good story, but in what chapter do you finally shut the up? You want to delete your response, so let me be real clear about one thing. You are not going to play the victim with me. You can manipulate your way through these followers of yours' minds, but not mine. Oh, and baby, I got the texts exchanged between the two of you. Nothing bad was said about me, that's for sure. You really will do anything to distract people from the truth. Jaclyn replied, I deleted my tweet because I realized how petty it was. You need to go through your process with John. I've been where you're at. Believe what you want about me. And yes, I do find it weird that almost every girl John has dated has started a YouTube channel, but that's my opinion. Then Ashlyn said, say what you need to say to make yourself feel better. The last thing you should be worried about is someone else's YouTube channel. You need to be worried about the kind of role model you want to be. You want people to believe you so bad it's starting to get old. I said my opinion. During all the back and forth with Ashlyn, Jaclyn replied to someone who was speculating on the cheating rumors and the timeline of her divorce. You guys do realize that John moved out of the house in the fall of 2017, and I met with a divorce attorney before he even left for rehab. We kept everything from social media and made it look totally cool. "Y'all don't know anything about what actually happened." And she replied to a fan who was defending her on Twitter. "I'll be honest, John told me that he encouraged his past 2 girlfriends to start YouTube channels, and that rubbed me the wrong way. It's just weird to me." Ashlyn replied to this tweet with, "John did not encourage me to make a YouTube, my followers did." And Jaclyn responded with this, "Well, he told me that verbally 25 minutes ago. Take it up with him." Jaclyn posted a final tweet to end the argument. "I'm done. It's so hard to keep my mouth shut right now. I want to expose so much, but a bitch needs to remain calm and collected. Looking forward to all the drama channel videos acting like they have insight on this situation." However, Jaclyn continued liking tweets during and after the exchange with Ashlyn. Here are some of the tweets she liked. "Jack, I read her tweets and she could not be more immature. People expect a lot out of you because you're Jaclyn Hill. You're damned if you do and damned if you don't. Keep your focus on yourself and Jordan and stay happy, girl. The real will ride with you. I love you so much. This too shall pass. This girl at Ashlyn Van Horn thinks she knows John very well, trusts him, and wants to protect him. That's normal. But I think she forgot the history between you and John. 10 years, honey. Let her think she knows him well. That's funny, at the end of August she was a fan of yours. Awkward moment when she tried to win your giveaway." She also liked this pic from 2016 of one of their wedding pics. "I'm there with you, sis." And Ashlyn continued retweeting fans who supported her. John Hill even got involved and posted tweets supporting his girlfriend. "Love how at Ashlyn Van Horn stands up for what she believes in and is against women tearing down women. Also one of the few people who have my back when I've gotten so much shade and hate the past few months. With all that being said, she's the last person I'd want to mess with." Fan, she literally has not said a thing about Jaclyn up until now. Even though she's bombarded with questions about Jaclyn daily on her socials, wouldn't you get a little tired of that? John, facts. That's all you need to know. Beauty and a backbone. She can smell the BS a mile away, by the way, to anyone who doesn't know, LOL. And after John's tweets, the drama seemed to die down. However, Ashlyn posted her first video on her YouTube channel and posted a picture on her Instagram page with a caption that addressed the drama. "My 14-year-old sister convinced me to finally upload. She said, if people want to hate, they can hate, because everyone has haters. You're gonna get hate no matter what you do because you're poppin' and people are mean." And that really made me realize a lot. I hope y'all enjoy my video. I had a lot of fun and can't wait to put up more for you guys. Link in my bio for my channel. Thank you at KMA Van Horn. I love you. Fans were still divided on who was right and wrong in the argument. Here are some of the tweets. "You don't own YouTube. Good lord, this makes me laugh. All hail Queen Jaclyn, right? P.S. I'd much rather see Ashlyn's videos than Jaclyn's. Real over fake any day. The fact that Jaclyn has to get involved in her ex's business with his new GF shows how petty she is. Let him be happy. Aw, looks like he just picked a trashy version of at Jaclyn Hill. Bless his heart, and hers. He gave all of his best years to her. Now Ashlyn just gets leftovers. Tell Ashlyn to get over Jaclyn. She will be happier. Girl, Ashlyn is the fucking underdog in this. Why is Jaclyn, with millions of followers, tweeting and deleting mean to begin with? She's just stirring the pot and her little minions come to her defense. She was not very kind towards Jaclyn. 2 weeks after she and John started dating, she made an Instagram live bragging that John was finally in a healthy relationship. Jaclyn didn't attack her after that comment, so why would Ashlyn feel the need to shame Jaclyn here? So what's the big issue? Seems like mindless Twitter drama, right? When you go through a divorce, no matter how amicable it may be, it's a highly emotional process. Divorce is a major life change, and feelings can hit when you least expect them. And Jaclyn's Twitter interactions with Ashlyn show why it's so important to keep your feelings in check and give yourself mental space to recover and heal during any emotional change. There's no way around it. Divorce is complicated, both legally and emotionally, and how the couple handles the psychological process will determine the nature and tone of the divorce. But generally speaking, research has shown that people who go through a divorce face a lot of psychological issues, such as increased stress, lower life satisfaction, depression, increased medical visits, and an increase in mortality rate. Another issue around the emotional impact of divorce that isn't really talked about is communal orientation. According to psychologist Dr. Romeo Vitelli, Married people, especially women, often get much of their personal sense of identity from their marital status and their self-identification as spouses or parents who feel a sense of responsibility for marital partners or children. As a result, going through divorce can often force people to change their very sense of self and make the divorce process especially stressful. Jaclyn got married in 2009 and started her popular YouTube channel in 2010. So for the entire length of her career as an influencer, she's been known as a married woman with her husband's last name. She's even posted several videos with John, which are still live on her channel. On top of that, there's been speculation on whether she'll be keeping her married name or change it back to her maiden name, and Jaclyn posted a tweet clarifying the issue. "No, I am not. I'm keeping my name as is." So it's easy to see how Jaclyn could be struggling with a lot of different emotions, especially when she's trying to forge a new identity while dealing with the emotional aftermath of her divorce in the public eye. And all those emotions can get stirred up when your ex moves on with another partner, even when you've started dating again too. It's easy to feel like you've been replaced by someone who is now filling the spot you used to have with your partner, especially if they look similar to you or they have a similar career path. In the age of social media, it's easier than ever to keep tabs on your ex and their new partner. Dr. Susan Krauss-Whitburn, a psychology professor, says, "I don't think there ever was a time when we weren't interested in our exes or who they're dating. Maybe now it's just easier to track and follow." Before social media became popular, the only way you could keep track of an ex would be to ask mutual friends. Now, it's easier to stay digitally linked to your ex, for better or for worse. According to Dr. Jesse Fox, a growing body of research demonstrates that although we could delete that connection and defriend an ex, we often choose to stay virtually linked. And according to research from McMaster University, published in October 2012, Facebook surveillance was associated with greater current distress over the breakup, more negative feelings, sexual desire, and longing for the ex-partner, and lower personal growth. With Jaclyn's entire career based around social media and YouTube, it's probably hard to avoid seeing your ex-husband and his girlfriends all over your feed, especially when fans keep asking you about them in your comment sections. And while it wasn't a good idea for Jaclyn to respond to the comment about John's girlfriend starting YouTube channels, especially knowing how the fanbase would respond, I can also understand why she'd want to get her opinion out there to try and shut it down. Now, before we get into this, I just want to make something clear. Jaclyn should not have responded to any of Ashlyn's tweets or engaged with her in any way. Generally speaking, it's not a good idea to create or maintain a relationship with your ex's new partner, especially when the emotional wounds from the divorce are still fresh. But it's sometimes a necessary evil, especially when younger children are involved. So how do you have a healthy relationship with your ex's new partner? In a word, it boils down to boundaries. Dr. Jane Greer, a marriage and family therapist, says, instead of using your anger and sadness to launch an attack that keeps you mired in the past, use it to disengage. Make formal plans for the necessary times to see each other, and limit communication with your ex and his new partner for only essential subjects. The more you disengage, the more mental space you give yourself to heal and move on. As for dealing with your divorce, it's important to prioritize self-care. While it may be tempting to rely on your ex for things they used to do for you, Dr. Greer suggests you begin to build up new support systems rather than looking to your ex when you have a problem. Wherever you can, fill and replenish the areas of your life where you feel the most loss. The more you do that, the less resentful and angry you are going to be. It's also a good idea to see a therapist or psychologist to help you work through the emotional recovery process. Jaclyn's even tweeted about her own experiences in therapy after her divorce. 100% correct. That's why I'm in therapy. I'm still dealing with codependency, hurt, and my own issues from what happened. It's a process. And she's absolutely right. Divorce is not a single event. It's a process that can take months or years to recover from. Even when the legal side ends, the emotional side still lingers with you. What else can you do apart from therapy? Mental Health America has a few tips. Recognize that it's okay to have different feelings. Give yourself permission to feel and function at a less than optimal level for a while. Share your feelings with friends and family. Take care of yourself physically and emotionally. Avoid power struggles or arguments with your ex. Take time to explore your interests, and think positively. Overall, it's okay not to be okay. Take time for yourself and focus on what you need for your recovery. There are no real winners in this situation. Jaclyn shouldn't have made her initial tweets, nor should she have replied to Ashlyn. And Ashlyn shouldn't have tweeted at Jaclyn either. But at the end of the day, it's a tough situation for everyone. Any kind of major emotional change is difficult to deal with. And it must be hard when all of your divorce drama is being played out in front of millions of people on social media. While it is possible for some people to remain friends with their ex and even their ex's partner, it's a good idea to put some separation between the two of you, at least during the divorce process. If you're going through a divorce, limit your contact with your ex and their new partner as much as possible. The best things you can do for yourself are to set boundaries and give yourself space to heal. Do you know someone who's dealt with a divorce or a tough breakup? How did you handle the aftermath? Let me know in the comments below.